outside of your group is at center back, in that we saw some. We never got a chance to see two center backs take over the role and just keep it all season last year. We had players coming into the league who were really learning the league, and it's a very different league than what you think it's going to be coming in. That's a question mark now. Is the Galaxy good enough at center back? Your thoughts on that, and in what ways you might dispel that?
I believe we're more than capable at centre back at the moment. We have Nick Depew, who I felt improved so much last season, and in the last 2 months of the season was probably one of our better players. The manager talked a lot about the back four becoming more active, covering a lot of ground, going laterally and more forward, and basically taking more responsibility on the pitch. But then if you look at Derek Williams, obviously he's played a lot of games at a high level in the English league, so Jalen's coming through, and we've got Sega, so we've got 4 very capable centre-backs there. I think kind of circumstances last season where Derek was injured, then he was suspended, Sega got injured, and then we never had a settled 2 kind of thing, or 2 or 3. Maybe didn't help, but I felt towards the end of the season we kind of found a good formula. And yeah, I mean, speaking about Nick especially, the improvement since the start of last season was massive. So I feel more than comfortable playing with those guys.
Jonathan, obviously last season you had a pretty successful season. I know this is a team sport, but individually, what would you like to accomplish this season?
Yeah, I felt, individually, if I looked at myself, I was happy, but it's very difficult to do that when, we didn't accomplish what we wanted to as a team, and it kind of taints that season looking back. So really, I would, taking away from my individual kind of goals this season, I would want to achieve the team goals that we're trying to achieve. So if we first of all concentrate on make the playoffs, and then going as far as we can within those playoffs after that. But look, last season we felt, we got off to a great season, and we were comfortably in the playoffs. I think we were in the playoffs every second of the season until about 20 seconds to go of the season. So it's not an unrealistic goal for us. Obviously, we're expected to win championships at this club, but yeah, first of all we have to concentrate on playoffs, and then we can concentrate on championships.
Does that last game of the season, you guys still talk about that, or you just put that behind you and sort of use it as a motivating factor going into this season? Or
that game really didn't maybe have the impact that people would think it would have done, because we kind of were disappointed the way we finished the season in general. We should never have been in that position. Once we're in that position, then a last minute goal can happen, and those things happen. That's football, that's soccer. So the reality is we had a real bad run towards the end of the season, and then we were trying to recover that, and it's a shame because we started off so strongly. I felt we were one of the better teams in the division, and I definitely don't, and people say the league table doesn't lie, but I don't think that we were the 8th best team or wherever we finished in the division. No way.
How has just being a part of LA and being in the city, just the experience been? I know you've enjoyed going also to NFL games, NBA games, and being in the city of champions, and now translating that new hope and the objectives that you guys have as a team for LA Galaxy as well.
Honestly, I've loved every minute of it. I felt very settled from minute one when I came over here. I kind of found somewhere to live, and I found myself comfortable within the city, first of all within the club, on the field. So I had a very good support network from my coaching staff, and then I felt the love of the fans as well very early on, and that kind of really helps a player settle in on the field. But then off the field, yeah, it's very difficult not to love living in LA. There's everyone talks about the weather, but coming from England, that really is a big deal. It does actually make a difference on people's mood, and it just makes you that little bit happier every day. So obviously there's lots to do here, and it's an amazing place to live, but we all should recognise that we're lucky to play for this club in this area, and now it's up to us to kind of repay that.
Jonathan, personality-wise, how's the vibe around this team different?
Honestly, we've recruited really well. I think the guys who have come in, Raheem, Kelvin, Markey, Douglas, everyone's fitted in really well. And one thing I would say about last season's dressing room or locker room was that there were no egos at all. I mean, our biggest DP last season, obviously still our biggest DP really was Chicha, and he was our hardest worker, and that kind of sets the tone for it gives no one else anywhere to go, if that makes sense. So yeah, again, I feel the exact same at the start of this season. Douglas has come in, he works very hard, he's very honest, and like I mentioned, the other guys, it's very, very. The club have done a very good job of bringing good personalities, is what I would say, and you can feel that around the locker room.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Bob.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.